You're listening to Hackneyed, a weekly podcast where my friend Skye Ferguson,
my neck looks like a vagina,
and I
just want to be famous. It's not a secret.
That's not a fucking secret.
It's not a secret.
get to know each other better while sharing stories and lessons learned while living in London's trendiest borough.
And then when we got the picture, my sister had massive tits, and no offense, but she doesn't have massive tits.
I'm your co-host and rusty car enthusiast, Aidyn Gilbert. You're f***ing kidding me! Along the way, we'll discuss our world's hottest topics, such as American politics.
Can I call her daddy now?
Wine from Little. I'm, surprise, hungover and sleep deprived. And of course, the latest chart toppers.
About a little Julia Michaels issues?
Tune in this week as Skye asks,
So you're a bottom, but now you're going to be a verse.
and I confirm,
I've got a neighbor on Grindr who's trying to flip me.
haven't had enough of Hackneyed Podcast yet? Well, we've now gone video. Stream our gorgeous faces in crystal clear HD on YouTube and Spotify video.
What is he doing? Me telling him to be here, getting everything set up before I arrived.
I know!
Who got here first? Me. You don't, oh my god, know me. You do. Oh my god, he's me. He is me.
So, welcome back to the Good Hang podcast with Amy Poehler.
Have you been planning this?
Today, I'm sitting down with old friend and comedian Tina Fey, and I talk about, I don't know where to go with this bit now.
This episode is presented by the Toyota Grand Highlander. Whether you're welcoming a new family member, starting fresh in a new city, or embarking on ambitious adventures, the Toyota Grand Highlander provides versatility for embracing life's grand challenges.
But I am you, a little bit.
Me, yeah. Yeah, that's me.
That's you, for sure. Okay, yeah. Great opening, guys.
Let's see if that makes the cut. Well,
Yeah.
He'll be editing, so I'm sure it will make the cut. Babes, you look so nice.
Thank you.
I love your hair. Isn't he beautiful, everyone?
You got-
Say my son's beautiful.
My mom. Well, first of all, guys, welcome back to the Hackneyed Pod.
Or the Hackney Half podcast, as I accidentally called it earlier.
Oh, gotta log into the Hackney Half Instagram to check our messages.
We don't. We're not the Hackney Half podcast, are we?
Although we did watch the Hackney Half, didn't we?
Oh my God, this is like my VIP invite from Jason after Jason was wondering where I was at, what did you call it? The three-way birthday. And I got invited to Jason and Joe's Hackney Half brunch, and it was gorgeous.
It what? Oh, the bagels.
Professional photographer took a picture of us all, didn't he?
He did, and they weren't good pictures.
I think I looked good, so I didn't mind. And you actually looked good. Everyone behind was a bit. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised everyone was hating it, but we'll just crop them out.
Sign up to the Patreon if you'd like to see.
Yeah. It's not available online for free. All the girls are at Primavera Sound, aren't they?
Everyone's at Primavera.
Not us. I honestly didn't even know what it was.
Really?
Well, I do now, but it wasn't on my radar to be like going. Obviously, because I'm not in the gamist group chat yet, so I didn't get the memo.
This has been in the works since probably December, January.
Wowza.
It's so expensive to go.
Is it?
Yeah, the tickets.
Oh, well, accommodation in Barcelona is spenny.
Tickets are upwards of like 300, almost 400.
That's Glastonbury.
I mean, in fairness, you are seeing like Charlie XCX, Sabrina, Chapel Roan. Like, it is a good year to go.
True, but I do feel like Glastonbury's fucking expensive and it gets away with it because it's Glastonbury. But now everyone's just charging that.
Oh, everyone wants to be. All of these festivals are on those prices.
What did you say earlier, though? He was glad to have a rest while everyone was away. He can't keep up.
I love you guys, but I can't.
No, I can only imagine.
We can't keep like, just drinking out of our asses every fucking weekend.
No, we didn't get Glastonbury tickets.
Were you really fighting for them this year?
Yeah, like we tried both times, didn't get it. And then Kate just got obsessed that like we had to go. So we entered every competition. I almost entered a competition where I had to design a poster for WaterAid, but it's not really me. I never got around to it. Imagine I'd won though. Questionable.
Design a poster? That's very like 5th grade.
It's very fireworks night. Did you used to have I
No.
forget. Every year you had to design a poster for fireworks night, and some of them would get picked.
For what?
Advertising the fireworks night in town? I don't know.
Bath's fireworks night?
I don't know if that was like a UK-wide thing or just a Bath thing. Obviously, I never won. I'm not arty. But yeah, Kate got really she started to go off the rails with it. She was like, so, I've messaged one of the glamping places and 2 tickets and glamping 17,000. But I've got her down.
1,700?
No, 17,000. She's like, but I've got her down to 11,000. And I was like, okay, you need to chill, babe, because we can't. Hello?
We're gonna buy a car? Like
Yeah. Buy a house.
11,000 pounds?
Crazy, huh?
Oh
We're
my
not
God.
doing that. We're not doing that.
How much would that be? What? Like 6.5 each?
I just
6.5?
can't handle like trying to have £6,000 worth of fun.
That's
like
a
that
good
would
way to
be
put it.
in my mind the whole time. Am I
Yeah.
having 6k worth of fun
Yeah.
right now? No, it's fucking raining. I've got mud up to my knees. Absolutely not.
And the lineup's not that hot this year, is it?
I really like the lineup, but that probably says like everyone's moaning, and I'm like, this is for me much better than last year.
About a little Julia Michaels issues? As you don't judge me, as if you did, baby.
Where does this come from?
I keep getting those stupid clips of Benny Blanco.
Oh, you were trying to explain this to me earlier. When
She
I was
wasn't
texting.
listening,
I said,
yeah.
sorry, I'm not listening to you.
This man is staring into my soul on. Sorry, guys. FT Weekend magazine.
Just showing off that
Sorry.
you got your FT. I was like, where did that come from? It was like,
Sorry,
a month on
everyone.
holiday.
Just
So yeah,
Meant to
everyone's at
prop comedy
Primavera,
now.
but you're going to Royal Vauxhall Tavern without me. Who's coming?
So the story behind this was all the way back. Think about every time, Skye, as I look at the camera, not you, that you try and invite me to a live anything, any kind of performance. I don't want to go. Like
He doesn't want to go to the theatre. He doesn't want to see a professional comedian.
I never want to go, and I don't know why. It's like a thing in myself, like live, I just don't want to go. Even with Kylie Minogue last week to go see her, who was like, I love Kylie Minogue. I was still like,
Interesting. But did you enjoy it when you were there?
yeah, I had a great time.
He's like, I don't know if I said this on the pod before. You're like the poet that I dated that didn't read.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard such a fucking man thing in your life? Aidyn's the actor comedian that doesn't want to see live theatre.
I don't know why. I have a real struggle with it being like, you have to be here at this time and you have to sit down and listen. And
It's probably called ADHD.
yeah, I want to like sit with my friends and have a little beep, beep, beep.
I know what it is. You want to be the centre of attention.
That's a big part of it. Yeah.
At least he's self-aware.
There's truth in that. I want to hold court. I don't want to sit there and
Watch someone else hold court.
And then especially, let's paint a picture. It's like Sunday evening after a beautiful hot sunny weekend. I'm surprise, hungover and sleep deprived.
So not much has happened since the last ep where we talked about your alcohol problem then.
We're winding back to like this was middle of April or something or early May, and Andy got us tickets to go see Maya Dubois at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern. And I just sort of said, yeah. He like asked me weeks, and there's also, it's a very Australian thing. They love to buy like 7 tickets to something, and then they find people to go with them.
That's risky business for me.
Jason Ball does it all the time, and very sweetly will then be like, "Do you want to come? We'll have all these things to go to."
Do you have to pay them back? Yeah, fair.
Obviously, I mean, we're not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Jason, just buy like 300 pounds worth of tickets." So the Myra Dubois with Andy. So I schlep an hour to Vauxhall, and I love Andy, and like it was very generous of him and everything. But when it's a warm summer's evening, you don't want to be trapped in Royal Vauxhall Tavern with a bunch of other 40-plus gay men watching her like scream at people on stage.
Fair.
Anyways, while I was at Myra Dubois, I saw a poster on the wall at the RVT
Oh, okay, yeah.
for a Stock Aitken Waterman night. Baby,
What does that mean? Say that slower.
Stock, Aitken, and Waterman. Mike Stock, Matt Aitken. Pete Waterman. Well done! Who basically are responsible for like every song I love.
And they, sorry to say it, but they all sound the same.
Well, they had a formula. I mean...
And it worked.
It worked. Oh!
Like us with the pod.
Yeah. Is there a formula? Does it work?
I think the listeners would say no and no.
Yeah.
I keep getting a lot of feedback about how to make it better, and I'm just like, I appreciate you. I just don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, RVT.
That'll
Who's
be
the
fun.
guest list?
Archer got an invite, but Archer and I were still not on great terms at that time, so he told me no. But now
He's coming. And if you want to hear about that, you will have to get on the Patreon.
Yeah, I gotta pay the
And I can
because
tell you what
she
happened.
had a front row seat.
Do you think we should do this now? Yes! The next day, I've got real fear about what happened. I said I did try to stop you, but also it wasn't that bad, don't worry.
That impression was spot on. Yes!
Mummy had had too many mimosas.
Sunny had
Sorry, hi, Mummy. your friends came to see us do comedy.
Clap 'em.
Ben and Dan.
Ben and Dan.
And I said to Dan, hi, Dan.
And Alex.
And Alex. Alex is like our old friend, though. He's not new.
These
we
are,
love him,
these are new characters.
And I said to Dan, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Skye. And he went, oh, I know who you are. I listened to the pod. And I died.
Fame.
Fame.
Quick bit on that stand-up. It was meh that night.
I don't think actually that's true. I think it descended. I actually think it was a nice room, a nice night. When you were on, I felt like everyone was still very warm.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you watched it back.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I should go watch it.
I do think it was way better than you thought it was. But for me, I got put in the second half. I was getting bumped down. I mean, you know, as it's their fucking night, they can do what they want. But the 3 people organising it did fucking 10 minutes each before I went on.
They did.
And by that time, I fucking wanted to go home. Never mind everybody else.
Yeah.
So I was pissed, actually. I decided I was quitting after that. When I went home, I was like, I'm done with this. It's fucking shit. But then, guys, got a little spot in a competition, didn't I? So I'm back.
You really thought you were done?
I knew I wasn't, but secretly,
In the moment,
in my head, I was like, I'm done with this. And then I went for a weekend away, and this girl kept being like she was joking, but like, yeah, you do stand up, we know. And I was thinking, you're the one that keeps bringing it up, and actually, I've quit, and nobody knows that I've quit.
Obsessed with that internal monologue.
Imagine being in here.
Whoa.
Exhausting. But now, I got my first competition on Monday. Got a little dropout slot.
I'm going to see it.
Of course he is. My darling son would never let me
I need
go.
to find a competition.
You need to read your emails.
I do need to read my emails. It's also true.
My sister was just like, you like read all your emails, don't you? And I was like, yeah.
I can't. My WhatsApps too. Like it gets out of hand with the WhatsApp communication. I'm so bad at replying, and then it builds up, and then I'm even more ashamed to go back and finally reply.
Yeah.
And it just becomes like a vicious sort of push and pull. And then like I missed a reply from a hot guy who like I could have gone on a second date with, but no. 2 weeks later, I see the unread message from him. That's
OMG.
Whose fault is that?
And you fucking love to give out at other people for not replying to you.
I do.
Me and someone else who doesn't like being mentioned on the podcast. That came up at brunch. Once my phone broke, this is like years ago in Dubai, my phone broke for like a week, and I guess it was the time where, I mean, I don't know what I was doing for the week, but I just didn't have a phone, and then I got it back and turned it on. Booty call from a hot guy, and my friend's friend being like, hey, so-and-so like said that I should message you, like, do you want to go on a date, blah, blah, blah. But by that point, I was just like, I can't reply to this. I should have just replied to that.
You should have done.
Maybe not the 5-day-old 4 a.m. you up, but
yeah, that
the
one
nice
maybe.
message, do you want to go on a date? Also, eligible.
Yeah.
Guys, I could be married with kids by now, but instead I'm here.
For the better.
For the better. I mean, I'm exhausted just trying to keep myself alive.
Emails, yeah, it's emails, WhatsApps. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at the email. The WhatsApp is still a lost fucking cause.
I think for me, email's harder than WhatsApp.
Shall we get into notes?
Yeah.
I've got a really exciting one.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've got an exciting one.
Mine is a joke. It's not that funny. I think I'm over coffee.
Was that it? I don't like coffee. And that is where the whole segment ends.
No. Because this is part of a bigger fake wellness journey in my own head that I'm improving myself. Because, there's all that, there's like people have 1,000,001 theories about things that are bad for us.
Yeah.
Alcohol, coffee, sweets, everything's bad for you. So I feel like I've done something really significant by weaning myself off of coffee.
So you're not drinking coffee anymore?
I'm not. And
Why
I feel fine. I have tea.
Me too. Well, why don't you get into the pot? Then you can just be, because I have like a small cup, a big pot, loose leaf only, from Fortnum & Mason for me. Sorry, but it is the best tea. And then you can just be like,
Fortnum & Mason.
the only tea I'll drink.
Miss Bougie.
This is the only reason. You know my dream to be a plumber.
No.
So I've got a dream that I would love to be a plumber because, as I said earlier, I love money and they make a lot of money. But I also fucking love gross stuff. Like, I love getting the hair out of the drain. I got this, it's just like a big, long, thin brush, and you put it down the plug hole, and it pulls out hair. And I did all my plugs, so satisfying. But then I had nothing left to do, so I started bringing them to my friends' houses.
Girl, you should have brought it. The bath.
Oh my God, I'll bring it
drain
next time.
Yeah, is
Lush.
choking.
I'll bring it next time. So based on that, I've decided I want to be a plumber. But there's 2 things holding me back. One is that probably most people doing the plumbing training are like 15-year-old boys. And even as a 37-year-old woman, there is nothing more terrifying to me than a 15-year-old boy. Number two, what happens as the plumber when you arrive? Someone says, would you like a tea or coffee? And I go, yes, I'll have a loose leaf Fortnum & Mason black tea in a pot with a slice of lemon, please.
Asking a lot, yeah.
It's asking a lot. Do you have a secret dream job?
I just want to be famous. It's not a secret.
Fucking secret.
It's not a secret. It's so funny that like that learned sort of courtesy of the offer the tea or coffee to like a tradie in your home, because it's so not a thing in America. Oh. And I never do it. But I always, as soon as I left, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, you're supposed to be like, I remember when I lived in the de Beauvoir flat, they sent like their trusted plumber around to check the like boiler warranty. And while it was happening, my cousin Emily texted me like, Aidyn, remember to offer him a cup of tea or coffee. And I was like, oh, shit. Because I wasn't going to.
And did he say yes?
He did.
Oh.
But you know what? I was bad. I just reheated filter coffee in the microwave.
Oh, that's fine.
But he for free, he unclogged the bathroom sink drain for me.
I bet he did. It's probably his little kink like mine.
But speaking also of trainee plumbers, when I first moved in here, they had to replace the boiler because turns out the boiler had just been pumping gas into the kitchen. It was so old, the pipes had corroded.
Oh
and
my
we were like
God.
fully liability to like either Sylvia Plath ourselves in the kitchen or the whole place go up in a ball of fire.
And what's her name?
Britta.
Fucking you didn't give a shit, did she?
Well, she did immediately have a brand new boiler put in.
Oh, that's good. Sorry, Britta.
Well done,
I take it
Britta.
back.
But these two very it was very endearing. These two young plumbers came. Like, one was slightly old. Like, they were both like
15
20s.
and 18.
No, one was probably like 18. The other one was probably 25. The one who was 25 was really hot.
That's more appropriate than what I thought you were going to say.
The 18-year-old was like was just so thick and couldn't figure anything out, and the other one was
the
being
trainee.
He was, and the other one was being really like really nice and really encouraging
and
very,
making him
like,
hotter for you.
And I was like, oh my god,
how do you do it again?
how do I install a boiler? But yeah, tradies make a lot of money.
Martin needs to get into that because he's going around fixing everyone's shit for free, isn't he?
He is. He installed Joanna Lumley's dishwasher.
Yeah, that's I did hear that. I've got a big thing for you.
Tell me.
I'm changing my name. I know.
Wait, first or last?
Oh yeah, I said that to Kate and she was like, no more Skye. And I was like, oh no, sorry, I'll still be Skye. So currently I am Alicia Skye Ferguson.
Uh-huh.
Who is Alicia? Well, I'll tell you, she's my alter ego when I'm angry. But she is not me. It's like the only time I'm Alicia is if I'm like at the doctor and they're like, Alicia. And I'm like, who the fuck is Alicia? Oh, fuck, it's me. So Alicia has always been redundant.
Yeah.
Ferguson, I don't like any Ferguson that isn't me. And my brother and sister. That's it. All the other Fergusons can do one. And it started because obviously when you fill in comedy things, it says, do you have a stage name? So I was just like, yeah, why am I Skye Ferguson? And then I was like, maybe I need a stage name. And then I thought, why get a stage name when you could have a new name?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of, I want to have a family name from my mum's side still. My mum's Cross, Crosse, Skye Cross. I don't know. It's not really me.
No.
But my great granny was Lion, Lyon.
Oh.
Skye Lion.
I like Skye
It's
Lion.
a lot, but
It's a lot.
I am a lot. Me and my sister.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. I was like, Granny Lion, she was a bit of an angry old bitch, but
Where's this one headed?
exactly. It's fitting. So I think that's where we're going.
Skye Lion. I like that.
There was another double-barreled one, but I can't actually even remember it now. But it was quite good, but I thought it was a bit pretentious.
Alicia Skye Lion.
No, Alicia, she's gone.
Oh, we're getting rid of her. She's gonna die.
Don't dead name me. No, it's not funny. Cut. So it's quite fun. In order to change it, you can either just pay 50 quid and do it by deed poll, or you can go to like the town hall with 2 witnesses, register that you want to change your name. It goes in the London Gazette for a month, where people have a month to object. And if it passes, you get it. But
That's also with like marriage licenses too, right?
yeah, I guess it must be the same thing.
It gets like published somewhere and then people can be like, no, they can't get married.
Maybe we should do that as a hobby. Just to object to random marriage
Bring that into a
licenses.
segment on the podcast.
Who is it today? Dan Smith and Ben Curtis.
Funny.
I know. Skye Lion.
Skye
So just
Lion.
sit with it, guys. And if you don't like it, don't write in and say you don't like it.
I do kind of like the 3 syllables of Ferguson.
I know that is the difficult thing.
That's my only, that would be my only note.
I know. And that's why Skye Cross doesn't work.
Also, I don't,
Lion,
Skye Cross, I just don't like it's like, it sounds like you're saying something. Like, star-crossed lovers, Skye Cross, like, it's like.
Joe Cross works, though.
Joe Cross works.
It really
Because
works.
Joe is like immediately a name in your head, but like we're getting noun,
Yes.
noun verb, Skye Cross.
Gunnis Davis, that was the other name.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, Skye Gunnis Davis is fantastic.
That's amazing.
But is it too much?
Let's put a poll up in the Hackneyed pod.
Anything else on your notes that you want to talk about?
Well, Aidyn's off coffee.
I've got a new name, and Aidyn drinks tea. Hurry up and do a bit, because I've got another one.
Okay. So we had a really lovely Saturday.
Just gone?
The last like sunny hot day we had before that all that went the sort of gray bullshit.
Yes.
We sat out on the lock in the middle of the canal and like had a little picnic and we sent Joe and Jason back to our house prematurely to start cooking linguine Alfredo.
Oh, yes.
And Andy spent the whole time being like, Alfredo's not a real thing. I was like, it literally is.
What does he mean?
He's like, that's not a real Italian sauce. I'm
Like when you say meat chili con carne.
I guess so. Or like tikka masala isn't like a traditional Indian curry. I'm like, get over it, Andy.
Yeah. You're Australian as well. Like, what on earth do you know about anything being real?
That's
87% of the listeners down the drain.
Also, you're Australian. What the hell do you know about anything being real?
I said it, bitch.
Skye's the one keyed up today. I've got nothing.
Okay, I've got another thing.
Okay.
You might all be watching today thinking, Skye, your face looks much slimmer than last time. Well, thank you guys. I've had Botox in my jaw. Apparently it can take 8 to 12 weeks to really see the results. It's all part of my teeth journey, my orthodontistry journey.
Yeah.
It's for TMJ. That was the reason I had it.
What does TMJ stand for? Teresa May
Jarvis. It means grinding your teeth. But
Right.
you know that. But I don't know what it stands for.
Yeah.
I guess the J's for jaw. Too much jaw. Let's just say I had too much jaw. Because obviously I'm going to the Botox woman because of, like, basically just to, like, disable these muscles so I can't, like, clench and grind. But she's an aesthetic doctor. Right. So she's like, yeah, so basically people do use this as a face slimming treatment. And I'm like, charge it to my booper. And she's like, yeah, look at my face going, yeah. So really, as a woman, you want your highest point to be here, not here. I know. And I said I do build muscle easily.
This woman came for your gig?
She came for me.
Wow.
She was so nice and charming at the same time, though. So yeah, she said that you may notice your face slimming, and I was like, and then she was like, have you ever had Botox before? And I was like, no. Can you tell? And then she was like, oh, it's because it's f***ing expensive, let me tell you. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But she was like, next time, if we have a bit left over, I'll just put it in your face.
Whoa. I know. It's a brand new woman.
But and then I've been reading about the Nefertiti neck lift, because this is where I'm aging. It's like a very small beginnings of a vagina on my neck.
Oh my!
My neck looks like a vagina.
My neck does look like a vagina.
Do you know what that is? I knew you would. It's
I'm so good. There's so much You've become me this episode.
I'm
Did
Aidyn
you
on
take a
Celsius. I've taken a few things today, to be honest. I think that's from
also,
Austin
is it
Powers.
1,000 degrees in here?
No, that's your perimenopause coming in. But yeah, I think I'm going to have an Nefertiti neck lift, but also it might just be a double chin. I'm not sure. So I guess I'll ask her, and I guess she'll probably tell me. There's a lot just happened there.
Wow. I mean, as long as you're happy, baby. As long as you're happy.
As long as I'm happy.
I mean, this is the thing. It's like, I can't really comment without sounding like an asshole or without devalidating any of your feelings.
Got you hung and drawn and quartered? I don't know. So
well,
yeah, that's
I mean,
me.
glad that Boop is covering it. Fabulous.
No, it's not.
Oh.
That was a joke.
Oh, it's not.
I am.
So
I'm
you're
minus.
hundreds in?
Add a naught.
You're thousands in.
I'm thousands in. But that's not just, it's not just the Botox. It's like everything that's happened in my mouth. But
Are you going to get any money off of Mrs.
Well, guys, don't tell her, but I'm fucking suing. the Kentish Town doctor. Yeah, fucking bitch.
Yeah, your teeth up. So what does that look like?
Well, so basically, I can't remember what it's called, but there is a body that you go through first. So you put in your complaint, you say, like, this is what's happened, this is why it's your fault, and this is what would make it better for me. Mm-hmm. I.e., you pay for all of my treatment. You have to send them that letter, and if they fail to respond, you then go to a panel.
Oh, a tribunal.
A tribunal. But the thing is, I've requested my medical notes from them. I've emailed them so many times they haven't even replied. So, like, those bitches are going down.
Wow.
The new dentist, I was kind of like, should I sue the old one? And she was like, it's not really the done thing. Yeah, it says you, because you've got fucking millions of pounds in your pocket thanks to me.
Oh, the highway robbery, mama.
When I went to get the Botox checked on yesterday and I said it wasn't quite working on one side because I could still feel it, she was like, oh, we can just put a bit more in. And I was like, how much is that going to cost me? And she was like, no, it's not going to cost you any more. And I said, thank God, because you guys are lovely, but you have bled me dry.
Did you say that to her? Oh,
I said, I don't have any more money for you.
Well done. I love that.
What's happening with my shoulders here?
Yeah, what is happening?
Don't come for me. I need to get my Spice Girls ticket from 1998 framed.
That's so cool.
And a little sketch of me and my sister when we went to the Spice Girls that a random girl we met in the crowd did for us.
Oh, fabulous.
But my sister was like, I think she fancied me because she kept messaging me. And then when we got the picture, my sister had massive tits. And no offense, but she doesn't have massive tits. I didn't have massive tits.
I was...
Sorry, the girl. Sorry, it was a drawing.
I was like, when did Sedona get a breast reduction?
No. The girl just drew her with massive tits.
With huge tits.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's such a funny way to hit on someone.
I mean, maybe she wasn't, but in our straight girl world, she wanted us. No, she didn't.
Oh my God, you guys.
She didn't want me. She wanted Sedona.
We've watched And Just Like That.
There's so much good TV out there that I just don't get on board with. And when I'm watching And Just Like That, I'm so happy. It's getting all my attention. Like, I fucking love it. I didn't even watch Sex and the City, really.
Oh, crime.
This is like me with the vapes. Never smoked, loved a vape.
Sex and the City is like miles better than... It's so good, Sex and the City. Don't get me started. Anyways.
But yeah, I'm loving Just Like That.
It's gotten even worse, if you ask me.
Are they doing it on purpose? They must be doing it on purpose.
I think they have like entered a world of like complete echo chamber where they have no idea anymore. Because Michael Patrick King is still writing and directing it. But someone pointed out that like Sarah Jessica Parker isn't playing Carrie anymore. She is just Sarah Jessica Parker.
Funny.
Like Carrie would never read in Sex and the City. And Sarah Jessica Parker's whole thing now is like she's on the board for the Booker Prize this year. So she's reading like 2 books a day. So now Carrie's always carrying a fucking book with her everywhere.
Oh, see, even I'm getting confused between the two.
Exactly. Like, because there is no difference. And Miranda is now a lesbian. She's just become Cynthia Nixon.
And Charlotte's shit. She's just become, what's her face? Kristen.
No, Kristen Davis is the only one not playing herself, but she's turned into like a drag. Like I said this in the last episode. She's like doing a parody of Charlotte. It's like Charlotte, her whole storyline about the damn dog. Like, what was that? What the hell was that?
I was just having such a good time. I didn't even notice it was bad. What about Miranda's new girlfriend, Rosie O'Donnell?
I mean, I love Rosie, obviously. But did you think of the phone sex scene with Aidyn? That was traumatic.
Relatable. I've forgotten why Aidyn isn't coming back because his son's naughty or something.
I can't remember why either, but I feel like the son did like a suicide attempt or something end of last season. Like some really contrived...
I know, I think he's got a drink problem or a drug problem and he drove into the tree.
That was it. We've got to now break them up again. But now it's Aiden's fault, not Carrot. Like,
Aidyn is my favourite.
He's the best of the boyfriends, yeah. He was better in the series. He's a little weird in this one.
Yeah, because he's never there.
But thrilling for me to see my old flame, Mihir Kumar, playing Seema's assistant with the bag.
Oh, he's so good.
So good.
We're filming straight through lunch. He needs another hour.
I could have flown to the goddamn movie set in Egypt in the time I've been waiting.
Understood. I can reschedule.
No. We haven't spoken in a week. I'm just being bitchy.
Understood. Bitch away.
Thank you for that. I'm good.
He'll call back in a...
I forgot that you know him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, he's standout for me.
I know, he was so good.
He's brilliant.
So funny.
Ah, that's so cool. Good for him. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. He's so pretty, too. Oh.
Yeah.
We used to date. How fun. No, good for him. I mean, so deserved.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah. I saw him back in October when we were randomly both at this massive house party and we bumped into each other. We actually had a really sweet little, like, oh, it was nice. It was actually very sweet and genuine, like, you know, enjoy your life, fellow lover. I hope everything's well.
It wasn't this though, was it? It was snogging.
Yeah. But it was very like, I'm not on good terms with most of my ex-lovers. And it was...
Nope, never witnessed that playing out in real life.
So it was nice to be like, oh, mutual like respect and good wishes to all. But he told me then that he was going to be on Sex and the City and just like that. Nothing happened. Do you think about nothing actually happened? Like literally. Carrie gets annoyed about her door alarm not working. Charlotte has like a microaggression with someone in the dog park. Miranda's deflowered a nun. Okay, that's something.
Probably quite a good part of it.
And Seema almost burns her flat down by falling asleep with a cigarette. I was like, did that really just happen?
When they were like, this is dating in your 50s, I was like,
you set yourself on fire?
Flashing in front of my eyes. Like, I can't.
There was at TikTok, sorry, at the job I work at, it doesn't matter. I work at TikTok. One of my coworkers was hosting the podcast that they're doing, and they had a certain TikTok seller on the podcast, and she starts hitting on him so aggressively.
Hang on, she works at TikTok?
No. So male coworker is hosting the podcast.
Okay.
Female business owner of company being interviewed doesn't work for TikTok, is like really flirting with him.
Oh.
And I was having like a little laugh with him being like, oh, good for you. Like, you still got it, Sam. She really fancied you. And he's like, yeah, I can't believe she didn't say the wedding ring. I'm like, what? You're getting defensive? Like,
also, I need to watch that because I do not know what that would look like. Flirting with a man.
I'll do a little highlight reel for you.
Okay, great.
Give you some tips.
The course, 5-minute course, free intro course.
Yeah, and then there's a monthly. So you get the first 15 days free, and then there's a payment that comes in on top. And we're hoping that you forget about the recurring payment, just coming through the direct debit.
That's not me because I do read my emails.
I need to check really quick that I just always get anxiety that like, oh no!
No, you're joking.
Oh no.
You are.
Did she die?
F***ing joking.
It's just stopped at 36 minutes. Skye.
Is this still going?
F*** me.
F***ing hell. Well, I'll just sit here for the last half hour then. I looked good. I had my magic lipstick on and everything.
Oh, you don't
know me.
As if you did, baby. Oh, okay, guys, that was a technical foul. Apologies to Skye. Sorry, honey.
It's apologies to all my fans.
Thank God we're rolling on the audio. That's the most important thing. A neighbor on Grindr.
Get me on Grindr.
Get her on Grindr. I've got a neighbor on Grindr who's trying to flip me.
Sorry, but I don't know what that means.
So I'm typically a bottom.
Oh, I wanted to talk about this. Well, not this specifically. But I watched I Kissed a Boy and I learnt so many new terms.
Oh, there you go.
So please carry on because this is interesting.
So I usually take I hate the word submissive. It's so fucking like loaded and foul sounding. But I usually take a bottom role.
The loudest submissive person you've ever met in your life.
But he's quite attractive and he's like, he wants me to go the other way around. I'm like, maybe I should.
Fascinating. So this is what I learned. Top and bottom. Yeah, I already knew about that. Verse.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was another one called a side.
Yeah. So a side is basically someone that doesn't want to do penetration.
Boring. Joking. All sex is real sex.
All sex is real sex.
Even no sex is real sex.
She's having her coil taken out.
She's having her coil taken out. Watch out, world.
She's going to be on the rag.
The problem is, I've been on the rag the whole fucking time. Apparently your period stops, not mine. And let me tell you, it's been quite unnecessary. Okay, sorry. Wow. Okay, So you're a bottom, but now you're going to be a verse.
Well, I've been saying jokingly for a while I should open up my options. I think it's just because Primavera is happening and all the tops are in Spain right now.
All the tops are in town.
We're all left here like nothing to do.
I would definitely be a verse.
Yeah, I think I need to break into the verse
Come
world
at
a
me
little
from
bit
all
more.
angles.
Exactly. Why not?
Okay,
I think it's
fun.
like there's a performative aspect that I'm like, how do I get into the character of like I'm gonna, like yeah, I'm
brains
like, fuck you. I'm like, I don't quite have that role. That's not quite my typecasting, You want to get railed?
I love it.
So watch this
Why don't
space.
you put on a fake moustache?
I've told him, I'm like, if you really want to do this, we're gonna need to like trial it out a little bit, see how it goes. And so far, it's been pretty nice about it. So,
Oh
who
my
knows?
God, this is our new segment.
Mom's out of town. Yeah, got the house to myself.
Aidyn transitions. Hang on. What am I? A bottom? I don't have a choice.
Hey, you could get a strap on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pegging. Egg town.
So
If
fun.
I was a man, I think I'd be a top.
It's so much easier.
Less admin.
The preparation work. Yeah, there's so much less admin. Because you'll get
I'm going to rail you.
exactly. Can you picture me pulling that off with this voice?
No, but I can picture me pulling it off.
Yeah.
Put it on my profile. Interests, pegging.
But it's true, the bottom admin is too much work. Because you'll get the itch and be like, oh, I really want to get railed. And then you're like, oh, am I really going to like do all of this?
Do all of that.
Like, no.
No. I'm going to rail you today.
Yeah. That's not Scottish.
My neck looks like a vagina. Just because you guys might not have got the visual on that when my fucking camera cut out.
I'm so sorry. That piece of phone.
We do normally plug it into charge, don't we?
It wasn't a power, it was ran out of storage.
Oh, yeah.
And so it just stops rolling and puts itself to sleep. Stupid bitch.
Stupid
Bitch.
fucking bottom.
the bottom slander in my own home.
Do you think, is there any other bits you want to do, or do you want to roll into the questions from the audience?
Let's roll into questions from the audience.
Minto, we love you. Your voice note was very funny. We listened to it earlier.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Usually I just direct message celebrities like J-Lo to offer support when she went through her high-profile second time divorce with Ben Affleck. But this is my first time messaging a podcast and two celebrities in the one account. So hi, just a quick note from me. I'm walking through Leighton, the beautiful suburb that is mentioned so many times in Hackneyed. I'm flooded with fond memories of years gone by, and the sun is glorious. It is fantastic. I've just walked past my old barber where I'd get my hair cut, and just filled with so much admiration for this area. And also just about to get stuck into episode 7. So just want to thank you from your super fan promoter for doing all that you do. In fact, yesterday I also told some new friends that I made to follow the podcast. So you may have gotten some new followers as well, which is super exciting for all of us. Okay then, hope you're having a great weekend wherever in the world / London that you are. Okay, ciao bella.
Did we get any other questions?
Sandy wanted to know, is Sunday night a good night for going on a date? Sunday's a maybe, I think.
Yeah, I feel like short answer no, but I feel like I could be tempted.
I think Sunday for a spontaneous date.
Yeah.
If you're still in the weekend mood and you're not too hungover, maybe.
Yeah.
But if you accidentally plan a Sunday date ahead of time and then you meet, it's like you going to Royal Vauxhall Tavern.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's tough for a first date on a Sunday. Because you're a little delicate. Like, I think you could have a lovely, like, second or third date.
Perfect.
On a Sunday.
Yes, agree.
And if you like the person, obviously you like the person, you're going.
By date 3.
Problems, that's where my brain goes. If you like the person. Where are we going for the date? Little
She didn't
din-dins?
give us any context, which is
Sandy.
also why the message was quite confusing. I was just like, hey babe, I saw your message. what was that about? For me, it's like I compared it to open mic comedy nights. Monday, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Nobody wants to be there. But Sunday, again, could be fun. But really, the ideal is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, the Tuesday through Thursday. You don't want to... It's people who give up Friday, Saturdays to date something. You're a crazy person.
Well, they don't have friends.
No, I know people like who have friends who do that. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's a big commitment.
I once booked took off a Friday night to go on a date with a guy. It was like a second date, I think, with a guy. And I was like, okay, fine. If we're doing Friday night date, we're getting laid tonight.
He's doing the admin.
I was doing the admin. And then he was like, then it was like at 10, 11, he was like, well, I guess I got to go home. After dinner, like we walked to another pub and then I like walked him back to the overground and I was like,
what do you mean? It's Friday.
What? I missed Nate and Vince's housewarming for that. This was years when they moved into Walthamstow. Yeah.
Oh, I got invited to the new one.
Cute.
Do
Ooh.
you think I'm a hypochondriac?
No.
I like to have a problem to solve.
I think you like having a
it's more
problem.
like that.
I don't think you don't have like an anxiety about cat getting sick from anything.
But I'm looking for something
You
so that I
are.
can charge it to my booper.
So you just sort of like, it's like you want to paint with every color in the pot. You know, you want to use everything available to you.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so Ben wanted me to tell
Oh yeah, the story of how you met.
Ben Curtis. We're talking about you on the podcast. Look, you weren't even listening to the podcast the last time we recorded, so that's why there's no shout outs for you in
Shout out.
You have to remember these episodes are like months behind.
Yeah, but now we're up to date.
So Ben and I met New Year's Day Adonis is a big like gay rave.
Yeah, heard
I
of it.
was super hungover, having the worst time. None of my accoutrement were shifting me into any kind of a euphoric place. But I was hanging out with Marcus Bateson. There's another shout out for you, Marcus. And Ben. And through the whole day, and I was kind of like, Ben's kind of cute. So then I really... I can't remember what my line was with him, but I remember it being really corny. To finally, like, get him to make out with me. Did you want to say something?
Just wanted to talk about me quickly. No, I was going to say what is really nice about meeting your friends is when you tell the stories, I think, oh, I actually think I have heard this story before, but at the time it meant nothing to me because I didn't know who the people were.
I think I did tell you
was
this,
all I was
and then
gonna say.
I cut it from the pod because, like, you didn't have any context of who this person was, so you're like, whatever.
I'm sorry, but I am enjoying it this time around with visuals.
So I used a terrible... I can't remember what the line was, but I remember it was really corny.
I'm like trying to remember if I can remember what the line was.
It was something like... he'd been trying to pull a guy and the guy found out he lived in Clapham Junction and like dissed him because of that. Sorry, Ben. Oof. And then I think I said something along the lines of like, well, I wouldn't have dissed you for me from Clapham Junction. Just sounds like I'm like
desperate.
Very. Which tracks. But then we spent like the rest of the day making out. Super cute. But yeah, I did.
You gave him a little something.
I apparently gave him strep throat, which I can't believe is true because no one else had strep throat.
Did you have strep throat?
No.
How did you give it to him?
He believes I could have had a dormant
Carrier.
something and handed it over.
Strep throat carrier.
You want to talk about hypochondriacs, Ben?
Yeah, get booper.
We had to get super early entry to this day rave, which didn't help how awful we felt. The rest of our friends are slowly trickling in as the day goes on. Amon brings me a Nurofen for my headache, and that just pill lands on an empty acid...
Another pill.
lands on an acidic stomach of nothing, and so I just instantly like regurgitated it back into a bin.
Oh, golly.
Didn't tell Ben and kept making out with him.
He did mention that in the message.
You need to get over that, Ben.
Because you taste of sick.
Not currently, but...
Maybe now you're a top.
Yeah, Ben.
It's like I've just learned about sex. I can't stop talking about it.
Oh, so that's how I met Ben.
And he looks lovely in his Instagram pics.
Yeah.
Me stalking
Woof,
the
woof.
Instagram again.
Maybe he'll add you to his close friends and you can see his
Thirst traps.
his thirst trappy
I don't even
pictures.
get to see yours.
Do you want to see mine?
A bit.
Okay, I'll let you.
Also, we need to say hi to Jo Cross because she's really putting in the hours and she
Thank
hasn't
you,
been getting
Jo.
shouted at.
She hasn't been shouted at. I'm sure
Yes.
you've been shouting at her.
I do shout at her.
What are our closing thoughts?
Keep DMing us, keep messaging us, keep
DMing
shouting
us.
us out because we like talking about you.
Find us sponsors.
Find us sponsors.
Good hang with Amy Poehler.
If you've got a business and you want to have a free ad, first time trial, we will do an ad for you.
Absolutely.
So message us because I think that would be fun.
That would be fun. That opener I did,
You shouldn't be getting this for free. That should be on Patreon. Let's close out as we started.
Can I do call her daddy now?
Yeah, hang on.
I can't stand that woman.
What is up, Daddy Gang? Welcome back to another episode. I'm here to entertain you.
Alex Cooper.
6 years of Call Her Daddy.
Call her daddy. This is the thing. Everyone is talking about this.
You're honest, you're authentic, you're funny.
It felt like there was no one online for women.
Literally never talked about this ever.
Alex Cooper.
You just hate to see people succeed.
It's the way, like, why have we handed her the world? She's not Barbara Walters. She's not like
But
a
that's
journalist.
what you are expecting.
Yeah, but I'm more fun than she is.
Put your glasses on.
She's from, this was something I was trying to talk to you about. You did not get it.
Okay.
Theo is not going to listen to the podcast. Littering in my own home. Leaving trash in my home.
I'm scared to even pretend to.
Don't.
Because I'll get strep throat probably.
But Call Her Daddy had Chapel Roan on the pod.
Wow. She has everyone.
But she gets so aggressive with the questioning sometimes.
Yeah, you really don't like her. Wasn't it the
She's
Chapel
like,
Rowan went
are you
really...
single? And she's like, no. And then Call Her Daddy goes, you're kidding. You're fucking kidding me. She just starts like yelling at her.
Wait, are you single?
No.
You're lying. No, you're lying. You're lying to me right now.
And her face sort of contorts into this like what is happening?
Sorry, but what is happening here?
You're fucking kidding me. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Okay, we gotta end.
Let's cheers our vapes. It's like looking into a mirror.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
We love you.
We love you.
You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paperkite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Alea Zanaris. For Paperkite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.